Welcome to Sunday Springboard with Melanie and Kimberlyn Coaching, where we help women find their strength and flourish after major life transitions. I hope that the last 4 weeks of holiday tips have helped you in some small way to have a more enjoyable and less stressful holiday season. I have one more gift I want to give you, and that is the gift of grace. I had a chance to say a few words of encouragement to some teachers the other day, and I started thinking about what areas stressed them most. How could I come up with what bothered them the most and condense it into a small speech because there are so many things stressing them today. I talked to my daughter, who is a high school math teacher, and she gave me some ideas that seemed very good. And I put them into a small speech and I gave it to the teachers, and they felt very encouraged and inspired by it. And I thought, I think these relate to anybody. I don't think that they're just for teachers. I think that these points could help anyone have a happier time going through the pandemic and through our holiday season. So I'm going to give you this talk today, and the idea is giving ourselves grace. I've come up with an acrostic, grace, and that is going to help us remember the 5 points. So the first one is G is actually for grace. R is for realizing what you can control and what you cannot. A, allowing yourselves to believe that good enough is good enough. C, caring for yourself and others. And E, experiencing life one moment at a time. Let's start at the beginning and talk about each a little more in depth. G is for grace. Nobody was prepared for this pandemic. Your mental, emotional, social, and physical health may have been shaken. It may take serious effort for you to keep it together. You're not alone. So are other people. Everyone else is experiencing the same thing. The parents, the teachers, the leaders, the workers, the doctors, the nurses, everyone is experiencing these things. The professor of the trauma support recovery class that I've been taking says that right now everyone in the world qualifies as having an adverse stress experience. No one alive has ever lived through what we are experiencing. Grace, grace, grace. Grace to others and grace to yourself. Grace when you don't handle those situations exactly right. Grace when other people don't handle those situations exactly right. Next is R. Realize what you can control and what you cannot. Let go of the things you cannot control. Truly, what we can control are our own thoughts, behaviors, and to some degree our emotions. We hold an illusion of being able to control other people, places, and things. Wouldn't it be a big relief to just let go of those things that you're just imagining you can control? The A in grace is for allow yourselves to lean into the idea that good enough is good enough, that perfection does not exist. I am a recovering perfectionist, and many years ago, a counselor told me something that has been really helpful to me over the years. She said, look at the situation you're in and the task that you have, and determine to what degree of perfection this task needs. Then give it that degree. So if you're a NASA scientist building the space shuttle, you need a high degree of perfection. If you're working on a legal document, you need a high degree of perfection. If you're cleaning your house or preparing for a family gathering, you don't need such a high degree of perfection. If we allow ourselves to believe that good enough is good enough, this actually allows us the time and mental capacity to do other great things. So the C in our grace acrostic stands for care. You're already caring for other people. Spend some time caring for yourself. My daughter told me that her close teacher friends and she started doing this thing where on Sundays they share their self-care photos from the weekend. She said it just really enforces the idea that it's important to do things that bring us joy. Sometimes it could be something large like visiting with friends from out of town, or it could be something as small as taking a walk, reading a book, doing your nails. She says that nowadays they just send the self-care photos whenever they do it. So they get these random photos through the week, reminding them to stop and take a few minutes and take care of themselves. It sounds like a lot of fun to me. The last one, E, means experience life one moment at a time. Take a deep breath. Would you like to take one with me? Let's try it again. Take a deep breath, slow down, look around and see what good things are going on in your life. Yes, there are a lot of hard things going on right now, but what things can you be grateful for? This is a time of being mindful and it can be very extremely helpful. We spend a lot of our brain bandwidth dwelling on our past or worrying about our future. But for right now, this moment, we're okay. If we can just let ourselves be present in the moment, trusting that everything will turn out all right, we can have more room in our brain to enjoy the truly good things that still exist in our lives, even during a pandemic. So let's summarize by going over our acrostic one more time. G, grace, grace for others, grace for ourselves. R, realize what you can control and what you cannot. A, allow yourselves to believe that good enough is good enough. C, care for others and also care for yourselves. And E, experience life one moment at a time. Look around and be grateful for what you have. I believe that if you look at these things and try to bring these into your life, you'll have a less stressful and a happier experience. So I want to offer one more gift to you. I am offering one free coaching session to anyone who wants to. No strings attached, no sales. I just want to help you out. I just want to give you that extra boost that some of us may need during this time. I will put a link in the show notes and you can click that link and you can schedule your free session with me. Meanwhile, I hope you're having a wonderful Christmas time and a great holiday season. I will talk to you next week. Thanks.